And I just love the way that these towns build up. They build very close to each other, but as long as they can fit between the houses, it's fine. Every once in a while, they do mess up and place a house so close to another house they can't get through. It's going to go with that second bell sound. I like the second one. We have 20 people. We can unpause the Lord's Manor, but we will prioritize Fisherman's Hut. We need another lumber camp is what we need, because we want more wood. Lots more. I'm going to place another lumber camp way over here. So our villagers, we now have commoners. We can now build farms as well as some other things. We get 2 more free territories, but I need to be careful as I increase, because remember we have we do have more taxes as we expand. Our upkeep's going up, so we want to make sure that they're buying enough stuff to keep us in money. We've unlocked a lot of new buildings, including new decorations like roads, like decorative trees. I was looking forward to being able to place these decorative trees. I feel like I really want decorative trees around this area. I know that they don't do anything, but I want them, you know? We're gonna go ahead and slap down a road sign. Right here. And there we go. Fisher's hut's done. Get another fisherman. Prioritize the lumber camp. We're going to need a lot of wood to build this thing. Get another person assigned to the forager's hut, so we get that maxed out. The woodcutter is maxed out already. Yeah, excellent. Are they going all the way around? Ah, yes. They have to go all the way around to build this. Ah, they're making progress on my mansion. I don't know why they left behind it in order to build it. Unless this is technically the front. In which case I have the whole thing flipped around. And I should have turned it the other way. But there's no indication of which way is the front. If there is a front. They should do that. If there is a front to these monuments, there should be an arrow pointing towards the front. Just a suggestion for the devs. I'm not trying to say that I know best or anything. I just feel like I would like to have that. We have 24 people, but our church only holds 20. So they won't be able to all fit. So we need to edit our church and add some extensions. I like these extensions. Sort of like adding a little annex. These add room for 5 people. The church will continue to operate just fine while it's building. So it's really good. We have 10 in here. I need to build another gathering hut because I know for a fact that as we increase the size of our people, of our town, we need more food. And we can have 5 people gather here, so I can put 2 people on that gathering hut. We will need more food. I already know that. I should bulldoze this myself. I feel like the way I would do that is just by placing something that destroys trees. All this stuff has upfront costs though, so I don't really want to do that. could build walls, but there's no point. They're going to demolish this eventually. Like, they're going to break through this. We'll make the reforested zone even a little smaller. Oh, they've completed my manor. Look at it. It looks tiny, but it's not going to be tiny forever. We can now store 800 gold, which isn't enough. We have to be able to store over 1,000 gold. So we're going to add to our Lord's Manor. Oh, we can put soldiers in our manor. I didn't know that. That's cool. So we'll assign one of these guys. I don't know if you need soldiers for your village, but we're going to have one. So what we need to do now is add another core. But I do actually want it to be a little shorter. And I also want it to be curved inward. Just like that. I like the shape of that. And we'll do another one and we'll curve it all the way over here. Each one, well, that's as low as it can get. So the center section is taller, the side sections will be lower. If I add another core to the back of this, I'll raise up to the same height. And we'll expand behind. But we'll just do this for now. Because now that we have another core, we can add more treasuries. I want to try and add these ones. Well, that's what I want. And then another one. Not like that, because they kind of overlap, and I don't like the look of that. We'll add them like that. If I increase it, it'll cost 5 more. Oh, but that doesn't intersect as well, so we're not going to raise that up. Do I even like that? I don't actually know that I do. What I do like is that. We'll put the other treasury back here. Again, partially sunk inside. We'll raise this up. Actually, it doesn't give me anything for raising it. I mean, if we raise it, you could put. No, we don't want to. I don't want to put another door on it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it low. Why does this one stick out further than that one? There we go. Now that's nice and even. It's going to cost us another 140 planks. Start construction. But every time we do that, every time we add on to it, it's going to increase the amount of gold we can store and increase our splendor. So we have a new tier of unlockables from our splendor has increased. I'm not really sure. Oh, tiers of unlockables. That's this stuff, I think. Ah, church editions. Excellent. So now that we have that, we could add more stuff to the church, like a wooden cross, which I want to do. It goes on top of the bell tower. We can even add graves, but strangely enough, they don't increase splendor. So I don't feel that doesn't seem to be a point. We have these stone extensions that increase capacity by 10 now instead of 5. They're like a smaller version of the core. One of them has wood roof and costs. That's the only difference. One's got a wood roof and one's got the thatched roof. So if we want to, we could stick it here and add have villager capacity be up to 35, which we actually need to do because we don't have enough villager capacity. We got a lot of construction projects going on all at once, but we have a lot of builders to get it done, so it's not a problem. Stop taking food out of there. There we go. They finally cleared a path through there so they can start walking that way. We'll assign 2 foragers there. Now we got 5 foragers. We'll assign another fisherman. I don't want to go into the negative for my money. I keep forgetting that upgrading these things costs more money because the upkeep goes up. So that kind of was a problem. The Lord's Manor has kind of a high upkeep cost right now. 36 gold. I think that's per day or something. 2 villagers are lacking space for housing. We could add more territory, but that'll add more taxes, and we are already in a bit of a situation. Okay, we're going to take Emma off building, and we're going to add her to the stonemason. Then we are going to get rid of bread, and we're going to stock polished stones. Polished stones can be sold for 3 each. So we'll start selling all of our polished stones. The increase, that should increase our trade income enough to, that should give us some trade income. That should counteract the cost of my Lord's Manor. Why can't you build a house over here? Oh, I don't have it zoned. I don't think I'm going to expand the manor back, actually. I'm just going to roll it over in this direction. And so that'll be fine. I'm doing that to help my people, so we're going to help the king. He needs 20 fish. Wait, I did the people. No! I was going to do the king. This could stay our industrial area, and we could keep expanding our residential in this direction. Or we could put some residential over here. I like the idea of putting some residential over here. So, let's go ahead and zone this. Residential. Wait, let's not do that. Let's do some residential zoning over here. We don't need this entire area for farm fields. I do need to get bread production going, but that'll make me a lot more money. But I need the money to actually do it. So we'll put that there. Display our zoning area. Place down a well right in the center. And that should increase the desirability enough that people will want to live there. Excellent. That tree is now inside the church. Go away, tree. You bother me. How's our money situation? Ah, it's still not keeping up. Well, that was the last one. Okay, so we will be keeping up this time. Maybe. Trading. Villager consumption's gone up. We have trade income. So our income so far is positive. So we have a positive cash flow. The well has been built. This house is still low. Oh, so the area of residential desirability that the well adds, it just isn't nearly as big as I thought. It's fine. We can fix it with the judicious application of bushes and decorative trees. Okay, that's high. 2 new villagers have joined. This house is still low. Basically, the well adds a small amount of desirability, but not a ton. But now that there's this stuff's all here, it's spreading out. So, plop down some more bushes by this house. I like to watch a YouTuber named Corrales, and I'm sure he loves this game because you increase the desirability of things by planting bushes, and he loves bushes. So we do have some money. Let's go ahead and get a sheep farm built. Now this works a little differently than other farms in this game. You don't actually, it doesn't need any fields or anything. You just place it down, and the sheep farmer will be out and about, and there'll be sheep. It's not that expensive, so we'll get that going. Why aren't you building another house? You've got the space. I want to be very cognizant of my income. Okay, we've got enough income. I can afford another piece of territory. So we're going to buy this land. I don't want to buy too much land because I need to get over to the iron. So I have another piece of free land. I need one more piece of free land to get to the iron. But now that we have this, we'll paint with a very large brush our residential area all the way over there. And we'll kind of smooth it out. Lovely. So, now you guys have no reason to complain whatsoever. So we have sheep. We now need to have a weaver. Which I'm going to place here. Weaver's hut. That will produce the cloth. So since we now have production for the cloth, I will be going ahead and placing another a stall right here. You know what? No, I don't want to increase that market because I want to get rid of that market. I want to click on this market, edit it, add a food stall. Right here. Add a blue tent. We'll assign a villager to run our goods stall, and we'll sell common clothes. Now watch our money explode. Once we get enough common clothes anyway. They got 34 in there, so yeah, we got more than enough common clothes. Once they deliver the clothes and start selling them, we're going to be making a lot more money. We have over $500 right now. We are extremely well built right now. We are going to edit the church because there's just not enough room for all these people to go to church. Houses are upgrading to the next level. Which is great. So they've upgraded their houses and they're now citizens. We've unlocked buildings, which is excellent. We got the stone bridge now. We can build stone bridges. I want to get the cypress and I want to get the fountain. The fountain would look great in front of my mansion. Okay, so we have a lot of money, so we need a wheat farm. This area is actually better for farming because we're sort of filling this up right here. We need to basically, I want to buy this tile and put farms over here. This is a big open area. Ooh, this whole island is a very nice actually, buying this, putting a bridge across and making this farmland would be a great idea. Just have all of our farms on this little island. We don't need that much space for our first wheat farm. So our first wheat farm is going to go over here. But they would have to walk a long way to transport the goods. It doesn't matter. Wheat farm. Wheat farm can go right here in the crook of this road. Now we need to paint the farm field. And they want bread now because we're placing down bread infrastructure. Which is funny because it's actually going to be easier to produce the bread than it will be to produce I'm just going to fill this in. We're going to throw extraction over there so they can get rid of these trees. Now you have to deliver bread. Okay, windmills down. We need some millers. Okay, once they get the bakery done, we can start. There is no farm field zone for the farmer. Yes, there is. It's a big farm field zone right in front of yous. Let's increase the farm field. We'll expand it over to here. Not on the road. Maybe there's not enough farm field for the number of farmers. Well, the warning went away. Even if you have a really big farm field, they won't farm it unless they need to farm it. Let's build our... We have a lot of... Well, we have a lot of people. We should be able to have enough soldiers just with the Lord's Manor. Let's build ourselves a wooden keep. And then we'll call it. So, you start with the core. That's the entrance, that little thing there. We're going to place the keep right here. And I like this. Well, let's see. How tall can we build this? That is ridiculous. So every level increases the upkeep by 1, the cost by 10, and it increases the splendor by 0.1. That's the highest I'd be willing to go, but that is way too tall. It just looks weird. That's the base. We'll go up to 3.5. Then we add our wooden top. And we can't make this any higher. Actually, let's increase the height on this thing so that from the windows of the keep you can see the entire village. Yeah. So now from the windows of the keep you can see the whole village over the tree line, and you can see the keep wherever you are in town. So they always know that the keep is watching over them. I know I'm putting way too much thought into this.